Alrighty. Alright, hi to everyone on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're just waiting for a couple of other platforms, and we'll get down to it. Yes, we will. Let me just have a quick look. Oh, and we are good to go, kids. I'll just get the chat up. And hey, everyone. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today, kids, I'm going to get a lot of stuff done on 2 4-inch heavies I'm working on. Both from Airfix, the Handley Page, Halifax, and also an Avro Lancaster. They're really different stages of the process. And I was trying to get some work done on the Halifax the other day. I'm quite bad at that done today, and it's actually nothing more complex than a bit of puttying. We'll get the sanding done today, and we'll hopefully, I'll decide as to whether I'm going to paint over with a thick brush or just airbrush it. I will airbrush. We shall see. Now that I've told you what we're doing, one very important thing needs to happen, kids. Not me coughing, something else. Caffeine. There is life. Caffeine. Don't mind me, kids. Now then. Light on. Get you guys a better viewing, posse. There's a Halifax and a bit of light on the job. It's wouldn't it? Now, I'm actually going to take this one out. This one's the locking mechanism on the back pretty clearly came off. It doesn't really matter. But a bit of a pain in the ass. Maneuvering the aircraft around. Work on stuff. Alright. Now, first, you can see there's bits in here. The putting and there didn't go quite as well as I'd like. I'm going to fix that up. A bit on the other side as well. Around the engine base, and then we'll repaint as required. Now, there's what I'm looking for. What are these? Putty in containers tend to be a bit of a putting putty in stuff. I need to do that. Moment. Give me a moment. What I need to do. Aha! Here we have root cardboard. Boom. Use large rather than just comes to as far as the from the viewpoint of right into the that's real. Yeah, the propellers and wings up. It's the same sort of weight that you would apply as you push down with the putty, you're better served just holding it. I certainly have a very bad habit, and I maintain it's through no fault of my own, of not just with kits, but with things in general, breaking with my bare hands because I don't mean to apply that much pressure, but there you go. Right, the way into the ice. What I want to see. Uh, and once this party's on, it'll only probably take 10 minutes or so to dry, and we can send this shit off. I say. Where we're at. See? Here we go. Like that. Yeah, as you can see, we've got a seal going. There's a bit of a gap there before, and then we're going to sand most of that off. All of that off. Then we paint. Well, the airbrush probably not, because it's gas to do. Those bits will be okay. But anyway. Okay. This side. This engine's actually fitting quite nicely. I'm not going to need to worry about that happening. Other one. Other side we will. Then we can just let that dry. Then we're going to get the length down for a bit. And we're going to see about getting those engines in now. I did do a lot of sanding on that. So hopefully, I think I had them about right. If I don't, we should do a bit more sanding to get the engines on. These two aircraft are my first 4-engine heavies, and they've been pretty big learning experiences, which is good. I mean, that's what it's all about, learning. Part of what it's about, and that's what I like. One of the things I like doing is what I do. And get the probably all you can see, but yeah, a bit more putty. Actually, we don't need putty, we just need to the gap. Damn kilogram, how do you... But look at the other side of it. A lot of gap. Putty cuts just come through certain points. All of that very easily. There's an application of a paintbrush. It's just a bit frustrating. But do what you gotta do, obviously. Hey? Do what you gotta do. Magnetron. Man. Yeah, still. Not happy stuff, kids. Never mind. One more hell of a time with the sandpaper, I can tell you that. But there we go. All right. We're going to sand all that down in due course. I should probably quickly go wash my hands. Handling bits that don't have putty on. So what I'll do, give me a moment. I can keep talking while I'm gone from the desk, because at the end of the day, this is the joy of a mobile mic. See, part of the reason I purchased it. But I do need to get as much as putty's really hard to get off the hands, I find. Usually end up using a scourer. Even then, not yeah. See how we go today. Using the scour, as I said. I had such a future as a hand model. Sounds such a like it was such a pretentious job, hand model, but when you think about it, last thing you're going to want when you're going to have like hands in a shot, some leathery. Well, it depends on what kind of presentation you want, I guess. So you get the picture. Presenting jewelry, so you don't want to work his hands that are leathery as all fuck. Anyway, now that's the putty on the Halifax. Yeah. Now, next on the agenda, kids, we'll that up to there while it's drying. That's now. I also need to take a very brief moment. Yeah, convenient. Ooh, convenience. These are the Lancaster engine. Now, I'd had to make some adjustments on each of them because I didn't get the wings absolutely perfect, and there are distinct differences. Turn it over because ultimately that's where they got to go. So this one to here. Done quite a lot of sanding. Get it all right. Let's see what this one does. That's pretty close. This one. Aha. That one's looking pretty sharp. Let go of it. I reckon that one. Do I need it to go higher? Just a little, perhaps along the top there. Right. Now, to that end, so I should probably try and line these up a bit so as I know what the hell I'm doing with what. Oh, it's okay, so that one's almost right. And that's on the right-hand wing. I'll actually have them facing that way. Would suggest that this one. That one needs to go a bit high. So anyway, there. No, I had done a bit on these. Well, one. That's friendly. This one. There's something that's probably something that might make sense. That makes that's good. Right. That would make sense. In fact, you can even see that's a bit further back from on that side. Man, logically. Here we go. So that side. At least I know where I've got to tidy it. Right. Now, for the time being, I am going to put just found some decals. Anyway, what to start with? I guess we can go boom and across. Okay, so how well does it fit here? Very nicely. I'm pretty chipper. It fit. Alrighty. With that one, now comes the tricky one. One there. What do I need to? That's pretty nice. Excuse me a moment. Alrighty. That being so, let's see how these go. Oh, this one has been fixing on us. As I said, I did do some sanding on this earlier. Some things I can do to improve it just a little. That's just a little bit of tidy up along here. I'm going to apply the glue. So we'll do that. Of course, let's make sure this bit's fitting nicely. It's not bad. Use a little. That actually is. The fact that I can actually sit it like that's a pretty good sign on it. So I'm good, kids. All right. Now, little bits of tidy up before putting the glue on. We'll probably put the engine. Oh, that's. And we can actually work out by angle. If that's okay. Let me just get my bits in order. That one. Pop that aside, Robster. Got these little dinky bits that need. I can put that on back on easily. That's a position. Oh, and ground. Just a bit. I don't want to go through the hassle of getting these on and finding I've got the wrong ones. That's gonna. There we go. That is so. Okay. There we go. All right. That is being that way. See, this is the thing that's getting me all grumpy. Right. What one is? That side should be on. Is that correct? Alrighty. Boom. Finally. Oh, dearie me. It's a Lancaster B3, mate. This is I'm working on two 4-engined heavies. Sorry to have not noticed for a while. I was getting rather in depth into my engine placement. Yeah. This is well, I said the second one I started. I've also got a handy page Halifax I'm working on. Um, but yeah, anyway, that's what this is. And what I'm prepping up is getting those engines on. And I'm pretty. One thing I've learned on doing these kits is that what may look like, oh, it's the same part or whatever else. Sometimes it's not, and it makes a big difference, and you get it wrong, and you're going, no. So rather than put myself through that angst, what I'm thinking is that I just want to be absolutely sure what I'm doing. Now, what do I need to do next before I start putting my engines on? Cleaning up the areas I'm going to glue a bit first. There we go, that's the blade I wish to use. You do any modelling yourself, mate? And if so, what are you working on? I've always liked Lancasters as an aside. I I guess because you hear about them doing all these famous raids and stuff. Yeah. I'm going to be doing the gluing. Okay. Won't take long. And it will actually make for a better fit overall. Because, in actuality, the paint does add a width to the surface. So, a little along the back there. We get too overzealous with it, it's okay. What I'll do, just paint it quiet. There we go. Now, I'll do that on all those surfaces, but I'll only glue in one engine at a time. Oh, thank you. Glad you like it. I'm I'm finding it a bit of a challenge, but I mean, so I should. It's a first Lancaster. I've got other ones set and ready to rock and roll down the track, but then I have a lot of other kits I want to build as well. As I said, just need to clean these seams up a little. Glue doesn't work too well on paint, as a rule. There we go. Cleaning up the seams. Now, let's see how I need to glue. I need to clear that up, and that will go right down there. So, we're going to do over that. There we go. Now we're going to come down a little bit. Make sure kindly enough, there's a line there we can probably utilise. Don't nail the actual paintwork we want. Oops, a bit clumsy there. Then once they're on, once I've cleared all this up, we will. How do I want to go about this? I think probably inside first actually is probably the way to go. My theory on that being, good people, that if I'm going outside in, I've got to go across something. That's, you follow me. The outer edge may get in the way a bit. Yeah. Almost there, kids. Oh. Oh. Well, it's always good to have viewers, mate. I'm happy to share what I do. I get a lot of enjoyment out of building kits. If anybody else is building a kit and they get ideas from what I do, that's fantastic, you know. And if I'm just there to chat, hey, I'm happy for that too. There we go, almost done. And there will be much rejoicing. There we go. And a bit at the back, of course. Right. Now, pop the scalpel away because a loose blade is really a good idea. As I said, what we'll do is one engine at a time. Fortunately, I have plenty of other stuff I can do on the Halifax, which is a bit of a good outcome in my eyes, I tell you. The Halifax is very close to being ready to rock and or roll. Because, just excuse me a moment. Alrighty, I'm back. Now, this one should. Actually, wait, what I've got to do first before I do anything like that. Probably wouldn't hurt to give this a bit of a brush over. Loose flakes out. I'm sure the glue probably doesn't really need that either. There we go. Now, delete. Next. Look at that. Now that's how you want it to fit, kids. Oops, you can't see that. My apologies. Um, there you go. So, I'm, that's a beautiful fit. Very happy with that. All right. Now, what we're going to do is which glue to roll with. I've got options here. I went on a bit of a glue experimentation maneuver because I encountered, well, there was glue, normal glue, yada, 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 inclusion. There are certainly merits on occasion. But in this instance, I'm going to go standard glue, I think. Find what I will really want. Thin glues will give you a good strong bind, don't get me wrong, but they dry very quickly. There's nothing wrong with that either, but you want a strong bind on certain parts, and as we're dealing with one of the key parts, definitely stronger bind is what I'm after. Here we go. That easy. All right. There we go. Yay! There's that first engine, kids. Nice. What position? Beautiful. Very happy. No gaps in our. That's beautiful, kids. So you can see what I'm going here. About there we go. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, first one on. Now, as I said, I want to take a bit of time on these. So that one on, yeah, just I've often have a bad habit of rushing things. Well, that one went on so nicely. I'll do the others. And went, oh, showing my inexperience there. I've only been doing it a couple of years. But what I'm going to do is learn from these previous horrors. And we're going to get down Halifax. Now we need to get our sanding going on to clean up. Now, I want a very fine grade of sandpaper. I should have. Well, that's a bit rough. A bit rougher than I want to. Give me a moment. There we go. Up, here we go. Even better. That's what I want. Wet and dry. Boom shakalaka. Far better. Intents and purposes for which we seek, good people. Boom. Look, as an opinion, and bearing in mind that opinions are a bit like rectums, we've all got them. You do want to be real careful with what sort of sandpaper you use on your kits. It's very easy to get overzealous, and wet and dry is great because it's actually very, very fine. Don't get in the water. softens it up a bit further to, again, fold it over on itself. I usually do that just for gripping purposes. Okay. Now, the reality that we're not going to get all of this off, nor indeed do we wish to, because if it did, we'd be opening the holes. But I want to achieve a fairly smooth surface where possible. You can see how the wet and dry is going to work out there, as you'd expect. Yeah. Bit right there at the front that I can feel. Don't want it right in the seam. There we go. That's where I need to get. And once we've got this done, that's better. Actually, I'll even go as far as to suggest what we'll do. I'll sand an engine down, put an engine on the Lancaster. Sand an engine down, put an engine on the Lancaster. That works for me. See, it's already taken its toll on that, but that's fine. Next. Actually, with the engines on the Lanc, ooh, I believe it starts getting far more exciting bits after that. Other side of that engine. Tell you kids, this is gonna. Sorry about. I'm not being chatty. Looking a lot better than it was. Boy, there was quite a big and obvious gap. That should not have been. Okay, we'll let that one settle. Okay, jolly good. Time for the next engine on the lake. And a mouthful of coffee, I tell you. Oh yeah. Now, Lancaster. Lead. Yeah. Did I hit that right? A little bit I might need to turn back. Will I need that? I can just uh, let's just there. That's fine. Uh, Sitting a little. Let's hold it. Do I just send a little more? I think I should maybe just send it. Rather do that. Go through potentially hassles vis-a-vis reapply glues and stuff. It can be very, very frustrating as a. Let me just make sure I'm doing it on the right spot. Right. Wouldn't be too long before as far as sanding wise to ankle. Alright. Let's try that again, shall we, kids? Oh, there we go. Now that's pretty. Alright, we're doing that. Alright. Now. Now. Once I've got this engine on, we get stand up and loosen my back off, refresh my coffee. I do that, you see. The other things that I feel the need to do. Mostly move my back. Anyway, when I take a break, I might be long. But first, and most importantly, let's get this engine on, shall we? Actually, I'm a bit excited about that. I think after that we get, well, we'll have a look at the assembly instructions, shall we? How's that for an idea? But first, as I said, this engine, shall we? Mm, there we now. Just have a, we'll hold it for just a little while. position. I think she's all good. I'm going to hold it anyway. Just don't get hand cramp. There we go. Get hand cramps occasionally. I don't know why. That wasn't meant to happen, kids. Pretty sure you can work that out. That's bothering me. Let's reapply some glue. See, this is what I was trying to avoid. Never mind. Stay cool. Oh, Mr. Minpins, how you doing? Having a bit of bother with the link moment. That's okay. Now there's how I should have the first bloody time. Hold gently, Rob. And all be well. See, there's half a problem. Hey? Hey, who would have thought, Rob? Not such a yutz with it, it'll actually do what it's supposed to do. Oh ho! Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't sound, that sounds less than optimal, mate. Now, second engine on the link. Now, crochet. Better move this time. Let it hold for a bit. Hope your wife's okay. I mean, glass in the foot can vary from a slither to a major shard. You know what I'm saying? This degree. That's starting to come in real nice. It's looking. Worst case scenario, I can maybe just Rob. Just fucking leave it, you idiots. Right. You got it in position, leave it there. Right. Leave it. You, bald man, leave it. Would step away from the kit. Here we go. Yeah, that's large chunks. It depends on where they go in and all sorts of other details as to how bad it can be. I remember my sister trod on a piece of glass. She's in her teens. And it must have been a fairly decent sized chunk because she actually had to spend a bit of time on crutches. Anyway. Be our next engine to set down. Right. Now that I've reached the point of managing to let that engine settle on the lake. Oh, I'm going to quickly get myself a coffee. Yes, I am. Then I'll be back, buddy. And indeed, not just you, Min Pins, but other people. I've just realised I've got other viewers I do. Everybody who is watching, I will be back very shortly. All right, kids, I'm back. Now, let's get this engineer seen to, shall we? Then we shall get the next engine on the lank. Yes, we will. And once all the engines are on the lank, we can start getting all this last sort of stuff on the Halifax done, and I'm very happy about that. Because then once I've got all this done, the seals done, retouched up on the paintwork, all that sort of stuff, we're at the point, all I've really got to do is the gun bays and the canopies. The canopies are painted, boom, winning. The guns bays are just got to be assembled and put in. So yeah, I'm a bit chipper about that. Yes, I am. Of course, before I get started, mouthful of coffee. I'm quickly Robster. There we go, some clearer. There we go. Now, dunk, dunk, dunk. Dunk, no, it don't get a good, nice little rhyme with that one. Tried out something to the tune of Shake Your Booty, but back in. We get that's good. Will do. Let's stay very cool about this. So we'll pop this water over to the anyway. Now which glue? Let's do what? While I'm holding that. Let's focus on holding that. Dear, oh dear. Oh, Moss, how you doing? For those on Twitch, I'm communicating with somebody on YouTube as well. Yeah, it's I've had a few issues with it. There was some big gaps along the fuel engine areas. Nobody needs them apples, so I'm attending to that now. Ah, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. I got a bit zealous with the sounding of this wing's come a bit loose, but that's an easy, of course. Okay. I'll pop that back up here and let it dry. I've also been working on my lank. Boom. Getting the engines on that. I'm pretty chipper about that. Put this one on, I reckon. Like so. And this will then happen. Now, once that one's on, I might as well do both sides because they're quite a way away from each other, so I should be okay on that. Yeah, I saw that. I gotta say that was a bit special, and they're pre-chromed parts, you reckon? Now, well, wow, yeah. But I gotta say, from a detail viewpoint, mate, so much sexiness right there. I'm something of a detail fiend. I feel like these are as cooperative. Well, this is as cooperative as the rest of them. The other engines have been pretty good. Okay. Nice and easy, kids. That's the way you want it. Yeah, once I finish the Typhoon, not Typhoon, the Tempest rather, mind you, effectively the same aircraft, just with upgrades. I'm, hang on a moment, slight, oh shit, that one's a little out, probably being a drama queen. I'm gonna be, oh no, don't be needing them apples. Well, GT's a nice car. One of the few, I'm not a car person myself as far as cars in real life. Um, but I gotta say the Ford GT is one that makes me go, ooh, ah. All right. Feeling good about doing this other engine. Excuse me very briefly. Deary me. All right. Tell you this COVID caper's no fun at parties. Whenever I think of no fun at parties or anything, I'm always reminded of the Monty Python sketch. I don't know if you've with it, but basically, I think it's I'm not sure if it's Palin or Idle is selling stuff door to door. One stage of the line is Briggs the Ice at parties. Later on, it's followed by Briggs the Ice at naughty parties. Boom. Beautiful. That's how you want it, kids. So there's air engines on the lake. I'm happy about that. I really am, kids. Is that warm feeling of satisfaction? All right, we'll pop them up here to dry for a bit, shall we? We've got a few other things we can consider here. Now we've got that glue back in. I've had a bad habit in the past of not tightening the glue on lids on my glue. This is not necessarily a good idea. Now one thing I'm gonna do while I think too, I do think sometimes, kids, it's true. Other people might tell you otherwise. Yes, yes, they might. But in actuality, I do think on occasion. Put this in what I call my blue box of bits, which is bits, some of which I need for the Halifax. In fact, a number of which I need for the Halifax. Some of which are to do with bomber resupply kit, and others of which they just go with various kits I'm doing. Some of them are masks and stuff, but my blue box of bits. Now, what I wouldn't mind checking out, give me a moment. You good people can have a bit of a stroll through this with me once I find them. Is okay. Yeah, good people. I need to switch back a bit and get a mouthful of coffee because it just goes without saying. Well, I was trying to be nice in pins and suggest that, anybody who's watching is one of the kids. And I wouldn't wish to suggest you're old. What can I say? But in that instance, it's an old people. What can I tell you? All right, here we go. Now, boom, back up here. We are pretty much done on the engines. What is our next adventure on this little number? Okay, now we're doing the wheelbase open. I had a sudden flash of a song that was very popular in its time. Dead Eyes opened. In this instance, wheelbase opened. Okay, so here's what we've. Okay, they go in next. That's easy enough. I'll probably do them first, then them. Just because that way they're. And then we go to. So basically, it's wheelbase time, kids. And old people. There you go, min pins. Ah. Alright, it's pretty straightforward op by the looks. But it's something I'd probably want to wait for those engines to be fully dried on. There's no need to rush these sorts of things. It's not a race, kids. Just saying. Now, I am, of course, letting some glue dry on the Halifax, which then brings us to the question of, do I wish to consider painting something else whilst we're waiting? Actually, yeah. Here we go. What I can do for a little bit is there. Ha! Yeah. Now, yeah, is what we were working on yesterday. A motorbike. Um, oops, got a bit clumsy. What we're gonna do, a couple of little spots I still need to do. A couple of tidy ups. But pretty much gonna finish this today. Then I'll varnish it. And I'll assemble and hit with normal oil. Boom. Now, the colours I'll be wanting. I will need some British brown. Boom. I will need some Cark black. Uh, that's the black. Where is my Cark black? What have I run out of Cark black? That would be most unlikely. Rubbing, washing the Cark black so well. Aha, Cark black. And I'll actually go a straight black as well. In fact, I'll be doing that first. And indeed, I'll also be doing transparent yellow. Alright. We're doing those two first. Oh, and I also need to touch up a bit of oily steel there. Steel there, so cielo enclasado. Yeah. Alrighty. Oop, I need to zoom out further, sorry guys. So anyway, yeah. So, a brief moment. Alrighty. Now, paper. Start with, that's right. Now, boom. Holes for this. side. Little gauge there. Back. And once that dries, got everything else done, I actually put a tiny little drop of water texture on it to create the glass. So we can go around the outside of the deal. Give me a moment, I'll zoom in to show you. Now, what I've done there is that little gauge there. I'm going to go around the outside of that. There. With some, make it look like it's got glass. Now on the other side, with that light, do that. Transparent yellow, then do the same trick with the water effect. That's how I'm going to create the glass. Now, a red light at the back should go so that Alright. Put that one on. So, oily steel. Now, once I've got all these colours on, you dry properly. Then I'll put on well, actually the brown and the black are two separate areas, so both of them. Now, after with the steel. All right. Now, I've made a small error. See, I've got some brown on that. Not sure what that is. I know it's part of the engine anyway. It shouldn't be brown. Um, but, Natural steel. But while I'm at it, I'll go for a bit of gold. Now, now, we'll go with that one. All right. All right. Might as well all the little bits. All right. So where we're at, um, all right, there's the gauge there, a little bit of silver on it. There's the light there, and a little silver on it. What I'm going to do next, actually what I also need to do, first I'm going to clean my brush. And zoom. All right. All right. Next. Go with actually red. Well, pink. Two there. Side of the nose app. Go in depth on over, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Righty. All right. Goggles again. given him a brake light. Next, goggles off. Now, unfortunately, they don't seem to have provided us with any of those. Oh no, they don't really seem to have provided any. In fact, on the pushing, there isn't any at all. I guess he's a very brave man. He's a stunt cyclist. Now, gold. But on the whole, I'm kind of liking the way this spike's coming up. Now, gold. Go up here. Don't need much of that. Because we'll go with what I'm going to do. Jolt the camera. Let me see that up here. There we go. Now, last two bits to put on. One, British brown. Two, cut black. Now, we will start by popping this out of the way so I don't put my hand into paint. Excuse me. Tires. Now, while I'm doing these tires, I may as well do tires on this as well. So, now, again, goggles on. bit of a tricky party. Touch it. All right, starting to come together on the pushy. Then we'll do the wheels on the motorbike. All right. I needed a few tidy ups, but that's okay. Uh, all right. All right. Once I've got the wheels on this done, then we'll go to the motorbike. Almost. Hang on. All right. So, touch-ups required and different colours and stuff like that. But that's starting to come together. Meanwhile, on the motorbike, oh man, that's so much. The motorbike tyres are much bigger than the pushy. Much. So far. Yeah. All right. Yep. Almost there on the front one. Better. All right. There's the front wheel. For the back wheel, which in some ways is going to be easier, in other ways harder. Uh, yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, actually, here's a fun. There we go. There's one side of the wheels anyway. Um, a guy on in how I don't, well, actually, I don't know if you know, but certainly I'm aware that in certain circles, people taxing other people's cigarette lighters thing. Now, the reason I recommend, I knew a guy getting his lighters taxed, so I need to get a pink one. Figured no one was going to tax a pink lighter, surely. Yeah. Now about that, um, so yeah, ultimately he only had it for a night and it was gone again. Can't win. No shit, man. Some people I know, the fact that he purchased lighter on the premise, like a red rag to a bull. Alrighty. That a bit. Pretty good deal. Alright. There we go. Oh, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how that's coming up. So yeah. Finally, and once I've gotten this next bit done, I will indeed wind the stream up. First, I'm going to clean this brush. I need to do part of the front of the bike. I'm actually a bit chipper about that, I am. Yeah. What I need to consider is, what do I wish to work on tomorrow? Tomorrow. And we'll stop there. Do I want to work on Tempest? Work on the bomber? Decisions. Yes, decisions. Oh. Alright, now our next bit's pretty straightforward. Only a very small area, but we will get that done. Then our bike is very close to completion, which I'm not unhappy for, I must say. So, to that end, good people. Needly. Plenty. Goggles on. All I'm doing is here the handlebars, but not the actual handlebars. What I'm doing, cogs. All right. And now down the back. Then get on. There we go. Now that can just dry. Boom, that easy. Out. Brush. Alrighty. Right. So, that done. With the engines on the lake and now happily drying. Brief repair done on the Halifax, but we can certainly get on to final touches leading into Deckling the day after. Or I can do the Tempest tomorrow, we shall see. Anyway, pick out the light. Oops, the days. Now, all right, that, good peeps, is me done. Oh, that'd be great, man. Pins I'll be on tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. What, today's Thursday. Put my elbow onto brushes. Anyway, that's me done, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you're a first-time viewer, be it now or after the fact, there's a magic button for you. Follow, like, subscribe. Don't be shy now. And if you should track me down on other platforms, I am Rob the Builder on Facebook, YouTube, Discord, and Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Discord, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. Follow, like, or subscribe. All right. Am I going fishing Saturday? Yeah, in all probability, anyway. It's actually my birthday Saturday, so hopefully the fish will come to the party. We'll see how that pans out. If I don't go fishing, I'll probably stream. Anyway, I am, however, definitely on tomorrow. Again, there we have it. So I've done. I told you everybody what platform's on. Thank you. Yeah. Told me what platforms I'm on. I've done all my stuff. Right. Well, I am off, and I will be back tomorrow. Same kit time, same kit channel. Catch you later, kids. Oh, and old people.